This is my OpenCloud API usage for 1 month, over $2,000. Why OpenCloud? Actually, it's expensive because when you install OpenCloud, you need an LLM. So it runs the agent, but this agent consumes a huge amount, especially in the research part. That is, if I set up a cloud with OpenCloud, if I ask it, for example, to scrape a research or information site, to connect, or even to create an agent that will use the internet to perform e-commerce tasks and so on, it will consume tokens, and that gets very expensive. So what I actually did was I made it output. What are the 5 features that cost the most, especially for scraping, crawling, advanced search, even browsing the internet, or even mapping? So as a result, I tried connecting new APIs to OpenCloud, which actually allows me to use the internet at a really low cost, meaning instead of spending $1,000 a month, I actually end up spending, for example, just $1 or maybe $5, and that really changes everything. So I started creating a skill. Don't worry, I'm making it 100% free. You'll already find it in the description, but this skill will actually help you set up an entire system that will allow you to use APIs with OpenCloud without consuming any cloud resources. And honestly, it's really, really interesting. Actually, what I'm going to do is mix both approaches. That is, I'll use a cloud, and also whenever there's an internet search, the cloud won't actually use its own tokens. It will simply switch thanks to my skill. And you'll see that I won't be consuming tokens anymore. And that really changes everything. So a quick test I can show you right here. When you ask it, for example, to scrape, it will simply retrieve all the data that exists on that page. Of course, it can do much more than that. Even if there's a site with 300 pages, it's not the cloud that's going to go through it, but simply this skill. And the result is very, very, very interesting. So stay until the end because I'll show you how to install OpenCloud, how to install this skill, of course, and even how to get this API for free, up to 1,000 credits actually, for free. Really, it can simply last for months, even 2 months, so stay until the end. So, to follow along with the installation, it's simple. We need 3 things. 1, a server, OpenCloud. 2, we need Oxylabs, because that's what will give me the API that will allow me to use the 5 features. And of course, my skill, because here, the skill I created, when we communicate it to OpenCloud, it will know and understand how the APIs work. And that's really very interesting for optimizing any search or use of OpenCloud. So today, you should know that Oxylabs gives me access to several APIs. I'll show you how to install OpenCloud and have Oxylabs pre-installed directly. I'm going to use a server on Stinger. And you'll see that by default, I'll receive the 1,000 free Oxylabs credits on this system. So of course, I'll show you the option you need to check to get Oxylabs for free with all those credits. Once that's done, of course, the API will be created automatically. And I'll show you in a few seconds how, when I tell it to install this skill, the system will be ready. First step, we install OpenCloud. Here's my advice. You should never install OpenCloud on your computer. Why? Because if a hacker ever does what's called a prompt injection, they can send you information through OpenCloud. And OpenCloud is an agent that executes everything. At that point, it can access information from your hard drive. So my advice is, never install it on your computer. You should install it on an external VPS. That way, even if there's an attack, after all, with a VPS, you can format it, restore it, or shut it down with a single click. But with a desktop computer, our own computer, it's too late if someone gets hold of our photos and our videos. So what I do actually is I use Hostinger, because here, in fact, they really offer a very, very attractive price to have a secure server. But be careful, it comes with a pre-installed OpenCloud setup. I'll leave you the link to this server in the description because you shouldn't use a regular server. It's an OpenCloud server. So I'm giving you the link that takes you directly to this server. As always, the link is in the description. And if I click here, you'll see that it offers me several options, several types of servers actually. So if you're simply someone who just wants to test OpenCloud to understand how it works, choose the VM1 option. That will do the job. It allows you to test everything if you're a freelancer, or if you're a company looking to automate tasks, really making OpenCloud act like an employee to carry out tasks, which will help you increase productivity. Choose the KVM2 option. Because there are 2 processors with 8 GB of RAM, so you won't feel that OpenCloud is overloaded. It won't be slow. Here you might notice some slowness, but with 2 or 4 processors, now we're talking about a powerful machine. So if I select here, we'll do it together. You'll see that here, of course, it's going to offer me some features. So here, there's a feature to actually add artificial intelligence, an LLM inside. Personally, I actually recommend it and encourage you to do it. Why? Because when you add an LLM inside, it's as if you're automatically installing Claude on OpenCloud. And so, as a result, that's very interesting. By the way, afterwards, I can actually use this according to my usage and not connect Claude directly with OpenCloud, and I would have to go and top up Claude, and sometimes my credit card is linked to Claude. If I activate the auto recharge option, I might end up consuming a lot. But if I set a limit, if I say, for example, I want to actually install this artificial intelligence that uses Claude, it will only use what I have in my balance. When that's used up, I can top it up. So in this way, it's about controlling things, and that would be very interesting. And you'll find an OpenCloud directly with a VPS, a brain, that's it, with a pre-installed LLM. Now, the function I told you about is a feature that allows you to scrape the internet, to do searches online, to retrieve any data from the internet without actually using Claude, meaning it consumes less. And of course, when I check here, I will automatically get 100 free credits. And that's actually what's really interesting. Generally, 100 credits is more than enough to get started. 100 or even 1,000 scraping requests. So, in this case, there's no need to do more. Unless you use a lot, you can always top up later. So now I have my LLM installed. And with the installation, a lot of people ask me, if I don't get an LLM and only use scrapping, will it still work? Be careful, you will always need it. In fact, you need an LLM because the LLM performs other functions, not just search. It will execute, it will create workflows, it will actually handle features for which just scraping the internet and searching the internet are not enough. So as a result, it's really essential to have an LLM along with the scraping system. That's all. So for the other functions, I don't recommend them. We'll only have this. So if this is your first server, there's a coupon that has been posted on Hostinger's official website. This coupon, well, I hope it's still valid, is Claudis. We're going to test it. Normally, it should give a 10% discount. That's if you're creating your first server with Hostinger. So, if you already have a server with Hostinger for something else, you can use another email address to take advantage of this coupon. And so, at this point, I'll simply have my server. I just need to click on Continue to get the full installation of OpenCloud. There you go. So now we continue with the configuration. Here it gives me a token. So this is the token. Let's say it's like the password. So there's no need to save it. I'll show you later how you can easily retrieve it. Here, I can add my WhatsApp number if I ever want to connect with WhatsApp. Personally, I much prefer Telegram, and here it asks me to enter the Telegram token. It's always optional, but I'll show you how to do it. It only takes a few seconds. As you can see here, it asks me to look for Botfather. So, when I open Telegram, you'll find Botfather here. So you type Botfather in the search and you'll find Botfather. And now in Botfather, we're going to create a new. Once the token is set, I simply type /new. There you go. Here and here, it asks me to give a name, actually, to our channel, to our agent. I call it Dr. Ferris OpenCloud 2, but you're free to choose whatever you want. I press enter and then it tells me to rewrite the title by adding Teriba bot. So here I add Teriba bot. That's actually the name of this bot. I press enter and there you go. It gives me the token. Thanks to this token, you'll see that I can actually communicate with OpenCloud, with Telegram, even with my phone. Even if I'm outside and not in front of the computer, I can really stay in touch with my VPS. So now I've pasted it and I click on deploy. And that's it. So now it's simply going to do it for me. The installation, so it's currently installing, and it usually only takes a few seconds. And there you go, here it is. In fact, I have my credit for artificial intelligence, for cloud and chat. GPT actually in class, and the LLM that was being installed, and now I have the credits. In fact, also for internet research with Oxylabs. So I have a bit more than 1,000 because I already have other servers that I installed with hosting. So I've actually accumulated different credits. And of course, you have the option to click here to recharge if you need to add more credits. So right from the start, when you create servers by default, you'll have 1,000 credits here. And here, of course, I actually have my system that has just been installed with the agent. Let's leave it for a few moments so it can finish the installation, and then afterwards I'll see that it finishes and I'll actually be ready to launch OpenCloud. There we go now. OpenCloud is installed. I can open it from here. Always remember once a week to click here and click on Update. Because OpenCloud almost every week releases updates. So when you click here and select Update Server, you'll see that you'll automatically have the very latest version of OpenCloud. Alright, let's go, let's open it. But before anything else, I click on this button here, Tokens. Actually, this is the password for our server. Remember, we created the tokens. So this is where the token is saved. I click here to open. There you go. So now it's going to open the interface. And we're simply going to paste the token here actually. There we go. And I click on Login. So now it's connecting and I'm in my OpenCloud. First thing to do, we're going to click on Agent. That's important. And you'll see that in Agent. Actually, I'll also need to select the model because by default, it's going to work with ChatGPT 5.2 Les Tricoteurs. Not very efficient. So for me, I'm looking to be on Cloud. So I'm looking for Cloud Sonnet. For example, version 4.5. In terms of pricing, you want the best, not too expensive. But it's really efficient. So here, I click here. I find Cloud 4.5. If you find 4.6, don't take it. But for me, 4.5 here is more than enough. The higher you go, the more expensive it gets. It's for more complex tasks. But if you choose Cloud, that's already more than enough. There you go. So here, I'm with Cloud. Remember to click Save to save your changes. And now this server is working with Cloud. And I'm actually ready to start chatting directly with OpenCloud. Don't forget that we've actually installed it. Telegram. So when I click here on Channel, I'll find that Telegram is here. There it is. So it's configured then. Configuration is done. So you have the option to start chatting with OpenCloud either through the chat section or via Telegram. And there you go. Now we've reached the final step. So now the step is that we need to verify these Oxylabs already installed or not. So you'll see that I'm going to go into the agent section. So here in this part, it will show me, in fact, which tools are installed. So you'll see that here when I go, we're going to click here on all and I'll scroll down to the bottom. To see whether Oxylab is installed or not, you'll notice there's web search, which is actually for standard searches. But if I look a little further here, I find that here I have Auxilia properly installed, which is installed. So now the hosting system, it has installed the entire plugin and all the extensions for Auxilia with all the features as you can see here. And here we also have both features, so they are operational. Now, if I go back to the chat section here, we're going to try asking it to actually scrape my site. You'll see that it will automatically call on it. In fact, with Oxylabs, you'll see that first. There you go. If it's Oxylabs web fetch, so here, automatically it understood that it needs to switch to that extension to give me the result. And there you have it. So now I'm using Oxylabs and the scraping credits. So imagine actually everything related to searching the internet and extracting information and data from the internet is done exclusively, in fact, through this option. But now, when do I install our skill? And this is actually where we have the possibility to install this skill. So this skill, in a way, will reinstall itself and it will. So there you go, making sure that the system executes these tasks. But be careful. If we have in our OpenCloud, so if I come back here in the agent, in the tools section, we have the extension installed here. There's no need to install the skill, but a lot of people who either have older installations of OpenCloud, or even those who have done a new installation, but they actually were unable to locate any sign of this Oxylabs installed in the tools. What they'll do now is proceed by opening up the chat and formally submit a request for the complete installation of this skill right here. So, just to remind you, installing this skill should only be done if the extension isn't already predefined in OpenCloud, or if you have a version that isn't up to date. So in that case, you can provide it. Now, a small but very interesting detail is that I need to come here to my server and retrieve the key here. So, when I click here, a key will be copied. And here, you just do this, space, and this is my, and then in fact, you enter your key there. Of course, it's a confidential key, which means you simply shouldn't share it. You enter your key and then you launch. In fact, the execution is what I'm going to do right now. And there you go. So now I'm running the task. It has installed successfully. So actually the skills Let me remind you, we only install it if we haven't found the extension already installed natively by default on OpenClaw. So now let's take a look to see the result. So here, the system, of course, there will be installations. It's currently installing, so from skills. And there you go, it has completed the installation successfully. Here, it took the API that I provided. And we'll watch until the end. There you go, it's telling me that everything was installed correctly without any issues. So now the skill is installed. It also installed what we call the SDK, basically all the files and complete configuration for this library. So the API has also been registered. The gateway actually restarted. So it's completely normal for OpenClaw to close, and then we open it again a second time because it needs to, it's like there's a little restart. And this time it's telling me that now from here it says there's no native support. Oxylabs, that means it wasn't installed from the start on OpenClaw, so now it's simply going to, or it has already set it up. Actually, it's version 5. So features, let's go. We're going to test one of these features. Now we're going to request it. Actually not to scrape, but to navigate on my website and find for me. So here are the services as well as the price. So here, it's as if I'm asking it to navigate, and it's not just about retrieving data. So, of course, with navigation, I can ask it to create an account. I can even ask it to sign up to perform any task that I myself can do using a browser. So now I'm actually sending the request. Let's see how it reacts. And there you go, it only took a few moments for it to return the result to me. And that's what's really, really interesting. So it used the Navigation Explorer to enter the site and actually retrieve the offers that I provide. And the information. So really with this tool, we were able here, if I go back to actually save on our credit consumption and let Oxylabs do most of the work and processing to return the results to me. In fact, this information. So the tool becomes very efficient. So you can either have it directly on OpenClaw as a predefined installation or install it with our skills. And I would really like you to test it and write to me in the comments. What is your feedback regarding this tool? And what improvements would you suggest if there are any to be made? Because as you can see, every time I improve the tool, I release a new version. We're at version 1.0.3. But it's possible that I'll add new updates to this version in order to have the most optimized version possible.